I hated that.
Nik Oka, welcome to the pod, dude.
Yeah, dude, good to be here.
Dude, I'm so pumped you're here. You just moved out here. Yeah. How you feel?
I didn't know we were starting off like that, dude.
Starting, dude.
Like Barbara Walters.
Barbara Walters, dude.
How do I feel? I feel good that I left my family to
Left
do
your family,
open
left your
mics.
dog,
Yeah,
left your probably the better future that you had back there.
probably. Yeah,
Come out here, do open mics. Pretty cool.
yeah. It's kind of like an Indian guy scammed me. You know, saying like, "Oh, it's beautiful out here.
It is
Austin.
beautiful out
It's
here,
so
dude.
awesome."
We did that awesome hike on July 4th.
It was terrible, dude.
Hiked up.
You made us hike for 40 minutes, and then we got there, and it was 2 feet of water and boiling.
It was not 2 feet. It was 3 to 4.
3 to 4. Yeah,
3 to
okay.
4
Yeah.
feet, dude.
Everybody coming back dry.
It was fun. We had a fun time. But I'm pumped you're here.
Yeah, I can tell by the yawn.
I
can
always
tell.
yawn on the pod, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Secret name for the pod is Yawn Pod.
Yawn pod?
Yeah. Yeah. How you feel?
This is the worst interview start I've ever had in my life.
Did Cap City yesterday, your first time
Yeah.
featured?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
It
dude.
was a good show.
It's cool to see you do a long set. See some new jokes I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No bits that bomb on that one. Just
not a
fucking crushing.
single
It was pretty
bit.
good.
I mean, if you don't tell those bits, I saved them. I wrote them all down.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell people.
You're gonna dox my bits?
I'll dox them, dude. I'll do them in another episode. I'll do other people's bits that bomb.
Other people's bits that bomb is good, dude. That's how you fucking stir shit here.
Yeah, and then they have to come on the pod and defend themselves. Hey man, are you excited to get rolling here?
Dude, what is this? Is this how it usually goes? Is this how it goes? Like, we're friends. We talk all the
This is how
time.
podcast. I just
We talk all the time, and you're just like, you're choking, dude. You turn the cameras on. We were rolling before this. And
We're
then-
rolling now, dude.
No, I know. I mean, as in we were rolling with momentum, and then as soon as those cameras turn on, you're like, so fuck. like, what the hell's your problem, dude?
I'm sorry.
You're not too cool.
That's my bad.
No, it's okay. I don't give a shit.
You want me to be what kind of energy would you like?
Huh? What kind of energy would I like? What is this, dude? What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Dude, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
Such a weird thing to say.
I'm just fucking around. Let's get into some fucking bits, dude.
Dude, you were like, we're just gonna talk, we're gonna riff for a couple minutes, then get into some bits, and then all I heard was so what's going on, you know?
Well, yeah, because I thought
That's
you'd
it.
be like, I moved to Austin. I'm ready to hit the ground running.
I'm ready to hit the ground running. That's what the people want to hear. I'm ready to hit the ground running, dude.
Yeah, dude. What is your game plan out here?
Game plan, just keep doing comedy, baby.
1 week.
Just-
Okay. So what is your 1 month goal? So what you hit 1 month? What's the goal? You're like, I want to be opening for Rogan. I want to. Be...
Yeah, I want to be opening for Rogan. I want to shoot for a double leg on Rogan.
Yeah, dude.
Take his back.
He'll crush you, dude. He'll choke you out, and then you'll.
I got the element of surprise.
What's the surprise, dude?
Huh? Jumping from the fucking top rafters, dude, and swanton bombing Rogan. That'd be awesome.
I feel like you would go to jump, and then you would hesitate. And you'd
Yeah, I would
fall.
hesitate, break my neck.
Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me, like, one time, like, when I was in middle school, I got, like, a bad interim report. You remember those?
Interim, like you mean like a report card?
It's like a midway, like, when they're like,
Progress
he's
report?
he's in danger of failing, you know? And I remember I got it for, like, math or something.
Yeah.
And I was, like, so pissed at myself. And I was in gym class, and we got to the locker room, and I was ready to punch a locker. Like, in my head, I was, like, too conscious of what I was doing. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to punch this locker. I'm so pissed.
Because you're so dumb.
Yeah, because I'm so dumb. Yeah, I'm so fucking stupid. And I lined it up, and I went to punch, and then that hesitation came, and I just like short punched it,
Like,
and I was like,
slapped it.
now I feel like a fucking idiot. Everybody's like, what was that?
I've done that when you're mad and you like try to punch a wall, but then you
Yeah,
pull back.
yeah, you pull back, dude. You just gotta fucking lay it
fuck
out,
up this
dude.
wall if I want to.
Yeah, fuck that drywall up, you know.
Have you ever put a hole in anything?
Yeah, I put a hole in a wall once.
Really?
Yeah.
Punching it? Or because
Yeah.
somebody pushed you into it?
But yeah, somebody just headbutted me right into a wall,
Dang.
and they're like, "You fucking bitch."
I've never really seen you angry.
I don't get angry a lot. Yeah, I mean the Jimmy Buffett shirt. I'm pretty chill.
I don't really ever see you excited either. I don't really see you.
You really have
much
no
of both.
emotions. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean I get excited, but it's like a tempered excitement. I feel like.
What's
you know?
like the? When are you the most excited?
Getting top.
Were you like? No, you're
I'm like,
not.
wee! I'm just
Wait.
like a little, huh?
When are you like the most giddy? You know.
Giddy? Man, I don't know. I think like when I have a new bit that works, I'm like, hell yeah. But I don't get like,
That's
I don't
like
know.
an internal thing.
Yeah, it's all internal. Like all my excitement, like I don't really express excitement.
When are you like outwardly excited about anything?
I mean, as an adult, are we outwardly excited about anything?
Just like a little bit, you know.
Are you like walking down the street, you're like, yes? I feel like people are like, something's off with that guy.
I don't know. I feel like after a really good set, like I've walked down the street pretty like fucking amped.
Yeah, but it's not like you're not like fucking clicking your heels and shit and like.
I'll do that, yeah.
Oh, you will?
What's up?
Yeah, yeah, dude, I'm fucking nice.
Yeah.
No, I'll like after a good set, I walk off cool. I'm like, yeah, that's just how it's supposed to be. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. Like I'll like manage my excitement. I think that's Asian. You just
Hide your
don't really
excitement?
get excited. Yeah.
Oh, Filipinos seem like pretty excited.
Well, they're the exception. They're the best. They're the partiers, dude. They sing karaoke.
I think Koreans probably show a little bit, maybe.
So who doesn't? Process of elimination. Japanese, Chinese, just sad.
You think so?
No, that's what you said.
Oh, maybe.
You said Filipinos, Koreans, excited.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like an excited Japanese guy I've seen.
Probably like a game show host.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
shows. Oh, yeah, like the anime cosplay girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, there's like really only two modes. It's either or it's like just dead inside.
So I think I have a theory that you're not going to stay in Austin long.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
'Cause I think you're going to just you're living in the boy palace right now. You're living in a studio apartment with comedian Law.
Yeah.
And it's two guys in a studio. It's rough. Let's be honest.
it is rough.
Checked out the spot. It's all Paris themed.
Yeah, it's the worst Airbnb
A lot of
ever.
Eiffel Tower stuff.
Dude, I look around and it's all like paisas and like tweakers.
Yeah.
And then there's just like one gay comic couple.
Jesus Christ, my bad. It's
So
alarm. It's
unprofessional,
alarm to do
dude.
this pod.
This is the worst podcast I've ever been on. It's the most professional, but like looking, but the host.
Nah, it's the best one you've been on.
I haven't been on a lot. Yeah, I've been on some bad podcasts. Yeah.
Nah, but your crib, dude, the burners on the stove don't work.
Yeah, there's one burner that works and you have to put it on full high to make eggs.
The counter is it looks like the counter is just a cutting board.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wood thing. We don't have any cutting boards. We just fucking.
And your AC is just like a window unit in the wall.
Yeah, and it's on 24/7 because it's 100 degrees.
And that's not good.
That's not good. It's gonna short. Something's gonna happen. The storm's gonna roll through,
Yeah, it's got some
and
rain.
we might die. Yeah.
I give you a month. I'm a little scared you're gonna go back at the end of the month, like you told me you are, and then you're gonna be like, "Damn, it's so
Be
nice."
like, yo,
out here."
Baltimore is so cool.
Yeah.
Nah, I committed too much. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Left my family for promises of. I was talking to Law about it. It's kind of like when people like went to San Francisco for gold. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like I'm gonna be a prospector.
Is
you know?
that or it's like the immigrant story?
Yeah, but that's like too nice of a way to put it. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
immigrant story is like, you know, it's
I guess the goal is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm gonna be rich.
because there's almost a 0% chance it works out.
So
you know?
people cave.
Yeah, there's almost a 0% chance I end up on the top rafters in Swanton, Rogan.
Yeah. You might make it.
Thank you. That was nice. That felt genuine.
I'm pumped to hear, man. It's fun. We're gonna work on some sketches and stuff. We just made one the other day. I'm not in it or anything, but
Yeah, but you're the director, dude. You're the director and the editor.
and the editor,
Mm-hmm.
Chief, dude,
Chief.
Chief.
Calling yourself chief now.
So you got any like songs you want to sing, or you want to do like?
Got any
this?
songs? Got a little song and dance you want to do?
Let's do some bits, man.
Yeah.
Let's do some bits. I can start it out because you only have two, So I'll start it out so we can spread it out. I do so many bits that bomb that I gotta just do premises now that I haven't even tried
Yeah.
that I think are gonna bomb, or
Okay.
maybe bits that I've done like once.
So this is a premeditative bomb.
These are like, I'm pretty sure this will bomb.
Okay. Yeah. No, I get it.
I kind of talked about this one. I'll do this one that I have done, and then I have some other ones that I haven't done yet. But I talked about this one with Fahim, but it's basically like I have this joke about like the entertainment industry, how I'm like Nickelodeon, Harvey Weinstein, P Diddy, what's his name, the Kaiser Soze guy. What's
Kevin Spacey.
Like, they're just like, there's all this abuse in Hollywood, and the entertainment industry in general.
Yeah.
But in all these cases of abuse, the end product is always a banger.
Huh.
Like, Nickelodeon was killer.
Yeah.
Weinstein movies are great. Spacey movies are great. P Diddy put out great music. It's almost like all this abuse is the secret sauce to the entertainment industry. So much so that when I watch a bad movie, I'm like, they probably didn't fuck any kids on this set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're watching The Expendables and you're like, man, if there was like just a couple.
If they just beat a kid.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you got lemons, make lemonade type of thing.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
How does that apply to abuse?
I mean, you got to crack a couple eggs to make an omelet.
Things,
There you go.
I was trying to compare it to like we got to look at it like being in the military. Like, we accept that troops go and they die for us. We should accept that like these kids and actors and actresses.
We should have a memorial day for all the fallen children.
All these great shows where kids were fucked and people were molested. Just like, Memorial Day.
R.I.P. to the bussies, the fallen bussies.
Yeah, it's almost like you watch a show and you're like, thank you for your service.
Yeah. You walk up to Drake Bell, you just salute.
Yeah, like Amanda Bynes. Holy hell.
Yeah. Oh my God, so nice to meet you. Yeah. They should board the airplane first.
I'm sorry for everything you went through, but thank you for the great. I gotta enjoy.
The Amanda show was awesome.
Yeah, as a kid, you're like, holy shit, this is dope.
Dancing Lobsters? Are you kidding me?
Dancing Lobsters, everybody. Yeah, like I just feel.
Yeah,
like
that's gonna bomb for sure.
It did well.
Oh, it did well.
I did well.
Oh, what the fuck's the point of the show?
But it was hard sell. Like, parts of it bombed. Like, the build up to it bombed. The parts that did well were like, I think we need a disclaimer, kind of like the PETA disclaimer.
Yeah.
Like, hey, there was no kids fucked during the making of this movie, just so you know it's gonna be a bad movie. Like,
that's good. Yeah, you're like, you go into a movie expecting a banger and you see that and you're like, oh,
no,
shit,
damn it,
dude.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. Did you ever want to be like a child actor?
No. I mean, my dad was pretty based, so I feel like he was ahead of the curve with that stuff. And
You think he knew?
He's gonna get fucked.
You think he knew right away?
I mean, I feel like any sensible parent knows, like, if you're like because like an agent for child actors is probably the scummiest job ever.
Yeah.
Like you see a little kid and you're like, I can groom them into a star. Like, probably literally using the word groom. Like, I can groom that kid into, and that was Drake Bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it like everybody always talks about like cops end up becoming like the people that are drawn to law enforcement jobs are people that were like have a complex
Like
where they want
almost, they want to like have power.
Yeah, and it's like in teachers, like a lot of pedophiles are like teachers, because you're around kids, like anything that like, or camp counselors, fine, Boy Scouts, priests, whatever. But like, it's the same thing with like child agents. Like, that's only like every time, like it should be a red flag every time what was it called when they had that deal? Where it's like, oh, it's 13, Amanda Bynes is legally an adult. It's like that, whoever filed for that motion, pedophile.
Oh, you mean like in court so she can like...
So they use it as an excuse of like, the parents are stealing money, which they usually are.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, anybody that wants, it's like, no, that 13-year-old should be an adult. It's like, that's a fucking pedophile right there.
Yeah.
Like, they, gotcha.
Yeah, But you think your dad was ahead of that? He knew?
I just think my dad was like, my son's not gonna be some fruity actor. like we were in Southern California too, so it could have happened. But and I was such a hot kid. It was unbelievable. Like people would stop and they'd be like, that kid's so fucking hot. And I'd be like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was like, I know.
Yeah.
Mine.
No Gerber commercials for this boy though. He's too cute, dude. He's gonna get diddied.
Crazy. I wanted to be a kid actor.
You did?
Yeah, I took acting when I was a kid. I played it. I was in some plays. And then
what plays?
I did Alice in Wonderland.
You played the clock. What'd you play?
I was the mouse, the hare.
The hare. Well, those are two different animals.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I think it was the hare. Yeah.
What if they just wrote a part for you that was just out of the just some Indian part? Yeah, yeah.
Fucking.
He's the gas station
He's the
clerk.
phone kiosk guy at the mall. Alice in Wonderland.
She falls down and it's like that little hypnotism thing. It's just you and a kiosk.
Yeah.
Selling minutes. Yeah.
Minutes. I did that, and there was these things. There was like these businesses that help you get into the entertainment industry. They were like auditions. Like you go and audition, and then they represent you.
Wait, so you auditioned? Like
yeah, I went to this audition, and I didn't get it.
Oh, did you cry?
No, I was like, oh, that's weird. Because on the audition, they showed like famous actors from Disney Channel. They're like, oh, all these actors went through our program. So I was like, oh, that looks cool. I want to do that. And I remember going to this place, and it was just full of kids and their parents. And I remember you kind of like, you're in this waiting room with these kids and these parents. And I remember they called this one girl. They were like, Stacy so-and-so, you're up. And she'd be like, it's pronounced Stassi. And it would be like a 6-year-old.
Already a diva.
And you're like, oh my God.
She's going to make it far.
She's going to make it far and get molested.
Now, be honest. Do you think that you didn't get the role because you weren't a cute kid?
Could be. I thought I was like decently attractive.
You got to edit your child photo that you sent me, bro. You look like a little hatchling, dog.
Which one?
Huh?
Which picture?
Any of them, honestly. You could do any of them.
Dude, I look cool as hell.
Put your little child headshot and be like, that's why I didn't get the part. That's why I didn't get the part. I kind of look like a little...
I think I was just too... I didn't know what I was doing.
I
was probably...
I mean, you're a kid, yeah.
But there's some kids you see and you're like, wow, that's talent.
Yeah. The Danimals. You almost had the Danimals role.
That would have been sick.
Dude, you get to like party with like... you're just behind a green screen though, but like...
Danimals.
Yeah, it would kind of suck. It'd be like doing a movie like Avatar where you're just like... You have to imagine the little...
Imagine you did Danimals and then you got molested on the set of Danimals, dude.
And then you have PTSD, like you see one of your friends chugging Danimals, you're like, no.
No, dude, don't drink that.
Yeah, don't drink that. I'm a Go-Gurt guy now. I'm a Go-Gurt kid.
Go-Gurt kids probably got it worse, dude, because Go-Gurt was such a bigger brand than Danimals.
It was a big brand.
Yeah.
It was like marketed like as on-the-go yogurt is kind of crazy.
On the go,
yeah. That's such a 90s like...
Go-Gurt.
Yeah. Get it? Everyone was on cocaine back then just coming up with the worst ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, just a pocket Go-Gurt. It's like, who's this? It was like marketed to like skaters, I feel like. Like, you know, like you ever fucking do a tray flip and just like be like, yo, I want a hot...
I need a warm yogurt, dude. That'd be funny. Go-Gurt is so funny. That's like if they, instead of Fleshlight, it was in like Pocket Pussy, it was just like Go Buzz. I got my Go Buzz.
You ever need an on the move nut?
On the move nut, Go Buzz. Dumb as hell. Anyways, that's a hard sell, that joke.
Yeah.
They're talking about kids and abuse.
Yeah.
But sometimes it hits.
I feel like in this city more than anything it'll do. Okay.
Probably, yeah. But I did it at Creek, and it did well there. And then I did it somewhere else, and people were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, dude. What are you doing,
I
dude?
was like, "I think the secret sauce."
Yeah.
Anyway,
it'd be awkward if like Amanda Bynes was like at a show when you did it. You know what I mean? Or like Beans from Even Steven.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, that's your boy. But you know Beans.
Beans. I forget his name. The kid who plays Beans in Even Stevens. One year I saw that he was working as an elf at a mall in Concord, California. Like, it was like somebody posted on Facebook. They were like, yo, Beans is an elf at the mall. And it was really him. Like, his career kind of fell off, unfortunately.
Kind of.
Well, yeah, that really falls off. If you're going from doing one of the biggest Disney Channel shows to helping...
That's what happens when you don't get molested.
To helping put kids on Santa's lap.
Yeah.
But I saw him and I was like, I don't know what in my dumb head, dude. Before I was doing comedy really, and before like anything, before I had a real job, I was like, I bet I could pitch him a script, and we could make a dope sketch. So I wrote a sketch just for him, and I went to the Concord Mall in California, and I waited for hours. I saw him working, and I just stalked him. I just walked in circles.
Oh my God.
I was waiting for him to get off, like to go on a break, and he did. And I followed him outside, and he's just lighting up a cigarette in an elf outfit. And I'm like, I forget his name, but I was like, hey man, I'm a fan.
You definitely had to Google his name like
I had
before.
to,
Yeah.
I don't want to go up and be like, Beans. But I gave him a script. And he was like, and this is what bothered me. I gave him this script, and in a mall elf costume, he was like, "All right, I'll give it to my agent and see what we can do with this." I was like, "You don't have an agent.
Yeah, dude. Your agent booked this elf gig for you?
You're an elf at the mall."
What was the sketch? Do you remember?
It was like a Christmas themed sketch because it was during the holidays.
So did you get the idea from just seeing Beans
Just seeing
as
him
an elf?
as an elf.
Yeah.
It was like in my head, I was like, "This would probably go viral because it's Beans. Nobody's making content with Beans, you know." I can't remember, but it was something where I'm like, I don't know. It's like I can't remember. Like maybe he like delivered something to my house, and I go like, "Hey, aren't you Beans?"
That's what he wants. That's what he wants, just to be.
Something stupid. It was probably bad. I think I probably have it on my computer
Oh,
somewhere.
that's awesome, dude.
But
Reach out again, bro. Follow up.
I'll hit him up.
You didn't follow up on that?
I think I probably have more of a following than he does right now.
Yeah, dude. That's wild. Catching Beans on a smoke break and being like, I got a sketch for you.
Got a sketch for you. Poor guy. They probably paid him peanuts, dude.
Paid him like Dumbo.
Or he was like Wesley Snipes and blew all his money and didn't pay taxes.
Yo, if Beans had tax evasion, that's pretty lit.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like all his parents took his money.
That could be it.
That's
too.
always what happens.
That sucks. Your parents take your money and then you're like, I used to be a big star.
Yeah. And you just see Shia's rise.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god,
You probably
dude.
text Shy. Hey man.
Hey Shia, how you doing?
Unseen.
I'd love to be in Honey Boy. I'd love to be the
Let
bee.
me be the peanut butter falcon.
It's okay. It's okay. Just bring me back as Beans. I don't care.
It's rough, dude. What's crazy is he looks the same. He has like one of those faces where it's just Beans with like a shitty mustache.
Yeah. And just bald as hell, I imagine.
Poor guy. Shout out to that guy.
I feel like he looks like Rufus from Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that.
Maybe that's what they based it on.
Maybe live action.
That's the sketch.
Played a naked mole rat in the live action Kim Possible.
He's just wearing like skin colored underwear. He's just naked.
Yeah, yeah. He's wearing like a mesh skin suit.
Yeah.
If they made live action Kim Possible, they got to do like you know those bras in the 50s that made like all their tits pointy.
Oh yeah.
Like if you watch like Rebel Without a Cause with Natalie Wood,
or like
get Natalie Wood, put it on the screen.
kind of like how the old Tomb Raider looked.
Yes.
Yeah, pointy like that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
8-bit technology tits.
But live action.
And like when you were a kid, you're like, oh, Kim Possible's the perkiest breasts of all time.
You thought that?
Huh?
You'd watch that and you'd be like, she kind of hot.
Yeah, of course. I was
You're
like 10, 11 years old, and I would see Shigo and fucking Kim Possible.
Like a 45-year-old man drew that, and you're like,
I'd be like, imagine. Animators for kid shows also, they're on the list. They're on the list.
That is true.
Yeah.
Or they draw on hot teenagers.
Because they know it sells, you know.
It's crazy, dude. Hot teenagers.
There needs to be a Nuremberg for all those guys. Why'd you make Shigo so hot?
And then when we kill him, we kill him like ISIS, dude. We just put him in a cage and douse him with lighter fluid.
Damn. That's wild, dude. What a wild turn.
Be crazy for drawing that.
I think for Nuremberg, they just hung him, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's old school.
Yeah. I like how they went through the idea of the trial as if like you know how like everybody deserves a speedy trial, fair trial here.
They already knew.
It's like, dude, you might as well just send me to the gallows, bro, you know?
Just to having like can you imagine their defense? Just like, I don't know, dude. Do you have any character? Do you have any friends?
character witnesses at Nuremberg. I mean, he was always a good guy. You know, he's a great tipper.
Great tipper.
Great with animals.
Funny. Very funny.
A funny guy. Funny guy.
And it's just a guy holding a flamethrower.
Yeah, just some Israeli dude, just the scariest looking dude. They had like an old school executioner with like the hood just like standing there like death. Well, but yeah, like an all Israeli jury, just like, oh my God, I'm so cooked.
I'm cooked, dude.
Can we get one crowd, just one 12 Angry Men crowd, just being like, I mean, we don't know.
Your lawyer gives you a dreidel. Just spin this while they're talking about you, dude.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, the lawyer's like advising him, like, dude, come on. Come in respectfully, you know.
Here's a piece of paper. Doodle the Star of David a bunch of times. Oh, this is my start the pod.
The worst alarms ever, dude.
I'm sorry.
No, but I like the idea of like 12 Angry Men at the Nuremberg. Like there's just one like insider German.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like everybody's like, he's fucking guilty, dude.
Yeah.
They called him the angel of death at Auschwitz.
12 Angry Men.
It's Mengele. He did that shit.
convinced
And then one guy's like, I'm just not convinced.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's clearly like a sleeper cell in Israel, just botching all of the fucking things. Just the revisionist history guy, the one guy in the back.
Yeah, that'd be a funny sketch.
Yeah. He's just like, it's just all about revisionist history with the Holocaust. It's all about numbers. Like, it's not about did it happen or not.
It's like, what's that? What's the real count?
It's like, what's the count, though? Like, what? How many are we talking? It seems like there's not even that many Jews.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. It just seems like a ludicrous number.
Yeah.
I like how the other groups, I don't know how many people died. Like handicapped, like they were killing everybody.
Yeah, they killed other people. It was like handicapped. There's another group that was
They were killing gypsies, I think,
gypsies.
too.
Yeah, that's what it was. Nobody.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
There's
talks
no
about it.
count. There's no
Nobody
count.
counts.
Well, they don't even have like social security cards and stuff. Like gypsies are just like, it's hard to keep track of the numbers, you know?
Gypsies is crazy.
And also they numbered all the Jews too.
Yeah.
They were like counting, you know?
Yeah. All those I've seen pictures of when you go to like the museum, they have all the shoes and stuff, and
Yeah.
they don't have that for gypsies.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I remember we went to the Holocaust Museum like when I was 12.
In LA?
No, DC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like, and like you're a 12, like it's the wrong time to take you to the Holocaust Museum because you're supposed to have like reverence, you know. But like when you're 12, you know.
You're just like, look at me.
Yeah, like the kids playing Pokemon Go. I got one. The worst thing to say at the
chamber.
Yeah, worst thing to say at the Holocaust Museum. Got one. Yeah, you don't want to be saying that, you know. Yeah. But I remember I made a joke about the shoes or something, and my friend.
No,
yeah,
what'd you say?
To my friend, I whispered it. You know, I don't remember what I said, but I remember him going like, oh, and just me being like, oh shit. But they should take you there when you're like older and when you can like understand it, because like I didn't, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard like to take in like deep realities like that as a child.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you seen Freedom Riders? That movie.
Is that with Hilary Swank?
Yeah, they take it takes all those kids from the hood to the Holocaust Museum, and that movie is capped because nobody's cracking jokes.
Yeah.
They're all just like, "Dang, that's crazy."
That's crazy. Yeah, don't they read Anne Frank's diary in that? Yeah. That shit's. They're like, damn, this shit hit though. Like they're like reading Anne Frank's diary, and they're like, oh man, she went through a lot. Fool. Like that's crazy.
Canceled.
Yeah, this is bad. Cut all this.
Yeah.
Honestly, cut the first 10 minutes of just whatever that was.
Dope, dude. That was
whatever
that
was.
That was like figuring out our vibe.
Yeah, we were figuring out the vibe. I mean, we're rolling now. The Nuremberg stuff. We're absolutely cooking.
Let's do a bit, dude. Let's hear a bit that you have.
So I have this bit about hypnotism because somebody was like, you should do hypnotism to like quit smoking. Mm-hmm. And I just don't like hypnotists. Like, I don't like that somebody can like whisper in my ear and like seduce my will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, you gotta like, it's like, it's like, why do you have that skill? You know, like, why do you want to get in my skull guts? You know what I mean?
Yeah. like
Why are you trying to, it's like, you trying to mind dom me? You know what I mean? like trying to get my Brenussi.
Yeah.
like that shit just bombs every time. And I just go on and on and on about like my Brenussi and like all that shit.
Brenussi is crazy.
I know, it is crazy. It gets nothing. But then like I thought of this when I was thinking of the bit for the pod. Like you know how people say like you can only be hypnotized if you want to be, like you have to submit,
Yeah.
or you can't be hypnotized.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds like something a rapist would say, you know, like you only got hypnotized because you wanted it. It's like, yeah, like that's why I know, you know, I'm clenched butthole when somebody's like trying to whisper in my ear.
Have you ever been to a hypnotist?
No.
So you don't even know.
I don't even know. Like to me, I have like such a crude like visual of it, like the fucking watch. Like I have no idea what it's like. They probably use like a metronome, get your like brain.
Yeah. It'd be funny if you.
They're getting your brain like they're seducing, like they're getting it wet.
they're
You know what I mean?
lubing it
Yeah,
up.
they're
Yeah.
lubing it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Your brain's like,
Yeah. Man, I do want to get open right now. Like, I do, you know.
Do you think hypnotists get off by getting in your brain?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, there's no way they don't. Like when you do something satisfying in your job and you're really good at your job, there's a feeling of like.
Do you think he's
Yes.
like, and now you will sleep? He goes,
It's like,
we in.
we in his dome, yo. They're definitely doing that, dude.
Yeah.
It's like what we talked about with like wanting to be like a child agent actor. Like, well, that didn't make any sense. But an agent for a child actor, like
Yeah.
somebody that's like a hypnotist wants to manipulate minds.
Yeah.
Like you have to like. Is there even a school for that, by the way? Like, where do you go?
I thought it was like something you're born with, like the X-Men.
Yeah, it's a superpower.
For real, I don't think there's a school.
I don't think there's a school either. Like, do you have a PhD and it's like hanging on your wall? Like, bro's a mind freak. like I don't know.
Yeah, how do you know if a hypnotist is legit?
You don't, and that's why I don't do it. Because it's like I could just be walking into some fucking shyster trying to get inside my brain.
I've seen like cold case files where they hire a hypnotist or like a psychic, you know?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It's so funny. And it's just like some fat chick who's just walking around the woods like, here, it was right here. And you're like, no, she died over there.
They put like the CSI people are like, what? Like, just let us look at the blood. Like,
Yeah.
But it's funny like to have to justify your job, you know what I mean, as a hypnotist. Like you have to be making faces and like emoting, you know what I mean? Like you gotta do it like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast, like whoa.
Yeah, you can't be like, yeah, so.
Yeah. You have to close your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't trust a hypnotist that just stares and it's just like, it was Colonel Mustard in the fucking ballroom, you know what I mean?
I wonder who's like the most famous.
Hypnotist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever seen one in person? Like at a show?
Yeah, I did. I went to see Flip Orley. He's a comic. He was at the Improv.
Okay.
It wasn't my idea. It was like my girlfriend's grandma.
But he's a psychic or a hypnotist?
No, he's a hypnotist. He gets like 5 people on stage.
Yeah.
And he's like, my dick's 8 feet long. And they'd be like, whoa. Like it's knocking over furniture to them. Like it's insane. That's what I would use hypnotism for. It's like, I have a huge penis.
That's funny. Like if hypnotism is like comedy where there's like blue hypnotism.
There is.
Like,
No, there is. Because there was somebody at Magoobies that was like a family-friendly hypnotist.
You're wet.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like it's like with great power comes great responsibility type shit where it's like there's no way that they're not using their powers for some, because it's not a superpower that you could use for good.
I've never seen a hypnotist with like a baddie.
Okay, how many hypnotists have you seen though?
I've seen probably 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Yeah.
Like you went to a hypnotist?
Like it was at like a fair and he was like, oh, go see the magical hit. And you go sit down in the chairs and he does a show.
So you went to a carnival?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys getting paid like 10 an hour.
But I
to
mean, like
pretend to
if
be
he
a
was legit,
hypnotist.
you'd think he'd be like, I'm gonna get mad puss.
I think that's a suspect move though. If you're rolling with a baddie and they're like, how did that happen?
But I think that's proof. You know what I mean? You see like a normal weird. Because I've never seen like a hypnotist. I'm like, that guy's.
I think they're covering their bases.
You think so?
I think it's for appearances. They're like, I gotta get a 7. they're like, I can't get a
Really?
10, or I'm gonna get a case.
You think they'll get a case? But how do you even prove that?
I don't know. You just put like baby cams.
Your
there.
Honor.
Your Honor. This guy is a wreck, and he has no money, and he's with a baddie. So,
Yeah,
There's he's training her somehow. He's brain training her.
brain training. I think a hypnotist, if they were legit, you'd see them with baddies and driving like nice cars. They all drive like Honda Civic.
What is, they're like they're just getting lower interest rates. Like what do you mean? Like how did they get? They're just robbing people.
Yeah, they're like convince people. They're like, you know.
That's a good supervillain.
Yeah.
My friend, when we asked him like what superpower he would have, he would like, I want the superpower to be able to persuade people to do.
That's great.
And I was like, what are they gonna call you, Captain Persuasion? like that's like the weirdest. That could only be used for like manipulate. There's no other way.
Mr. Where my hug at, dude?
Mr. Send
Where
Bobs.
my hug at?
Imagine the Indian boys get the persuasive tactic.
Yeah, it'd be funny if you asked a bunch of Indian guys and they all said the same thing. Invisibility and freeze time.
Freeze time's bad. Freeze time is another like I'm looking at you like, bro,
Whoa,
what?
why?
Invisibility, I get if you don't like crowds and stuff, I get it. but like freeze time, it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, freeze time is a suspect one.
So suspect.
There's just you get nothing out of it unless you're a creep.
Yeah, or like a procrastinator.
I
Weird.
guess,
Yeah.
but even
But it's just like just do your work on time. Yeah.
suspect powers, dude.
If you like freeze time and you're doing pranks, that's funny.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel like eventually you'd get bored and you'd be like,
Yeah.
what else can we
Yeah,
do?
what else can I do? I'm kind of horny. like this. It's terrible, dude.
Yeah.
That's why God didn't give us superpowers.
Yeah.
Because he knew we would just be like, you know.
But hypnotists, he gave them the power.
Yeah, but they wanted it. They wanted to be hypnotized. That's what the hypnotists say.
Would you let a hypnotist try?
They can try to get in a steel trap up here, though. They can try.
That's the thing. I think like I think I've seen that before when like a hypnotist tries something and it doesn't work. And they're always like, you weren't willing to submit.
Yeah, it's so creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like thinking like, yeah, I guess maybe it is like something that you're born with. Like, this man can persuade people, you know?
Could you imagine being
Yeah.
a baby hypnotist and you're like, more milk, please?
she's just unbuttoning her shirt. She's like, whoa, what happened?
Baby hypnotist.
I want candy. Dude, you're getting mad candy.
Mad candy,
Mad
mad
candy.
titties. You're
Yeah.
getting titties.
I want a GameCube. Boom, got it. Easy.
Yeah.
Using the rattler to Pavlovian.
Yeah.
Pavlov your mom. Dude, Pavloving your mom is sick. That's insane.
Yeah. Any lady.
Yeah.
Just any lady that picks you up, you're like, they're like, oh, fuck. What am I doing? I'm going to feed this random baby.
The fact that as a baby you would want other titties is ludicrous.
What do you mean? You never seen like those things where like the mom dies and another woman steps in?
No, dude, what are you watching on your phone, dude?
I guess our algorithms are a little different.
You've never seen those videos where the mom dies?
I've seen like a meme, it was like a picture. It was like I remember this one specifically. It was like a mother in Brazil died and like a female cop pulled her titty out and fed the baby.
Whoa.
And it was like a big thing. It was just like, I'm a mother. I just
Protect and serve.
Yeah, protect and serve some milk.
Serve some milk. That's going above and beyond the call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like normally you just like you hold the baby. In like movies, right?
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, they found the baby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. And she was like, oh, he's hungry. That's a great cop.
Great cop. That's what the meme was. It was just like hero.
Mm-hmm.
But that
You're
baby
just
was
crying.
The
Just
baby
one
was a
tear.
hypnotist.
Yeah, that baby's a hypnotist.
Milk, please.
The baby killed the mom.
Baby killed the mom. Got other milk.
Can't even talk, but just a hypnotist.
This pod is crazy.
Dude, it's unreleasable.
I don't know, dude. Nobody watches this pod, so that's a good thing. Like 24 people will watch this and be like, I'm done, dude.
If they get by the first 5 minutes of whatever your fucking Charlie Rose in the beginning.
First 5 was fun.
The first 5 is so bad, dude. You gotta cut that. Just get honestly, just get right to
No,
it.
it was good.
No, cut that, dude.
No, it's fun. It's awkward. It's weird. Don't look at me like that, dude. All right, I got a bit. I've done one line of this bit once. What are you laughing at, dude?
Just all the subject material we've talked about so far.
Yo, move that mic down, dude. It's covering your beautiful
Oh, I'm
face,
sorry.
dude, you fucking retard.
I'm sorry. Cut that.
Part of this. How long have we been recording for? 40 minutes. It's crazy. We've only done 2 bits.
Dude, time flies.
Time flies.
It's actually been good.
Yeah. This bit is basically like how I don't think if there was ever a war on American soil today, it's a nightmare. Like it's not like in Ukraine everybody is ready to take up arms and fight. Here in America it's gonna be bad.
Ukraine is almost like just the topography of it. It's like already like it looks like there was already a war, you know?
Kind of.
It's just kind of a desolate place.
Not really. They had like big cities and stuff. Haven't you seen those videos of like the cities just absolutely destroyed?
Yeah, but there's like 3 big cities. Ukraine's huge.
right.
Like most of it is just
But there's big cities.
okay.
All right. Anyways.
Ukraine expert.
But this bit is like part of the line that did well was like in America, like we're very spoiled. Like we have air shows. Like we go out to like an air show and we hear jets just going like,
Yeah.
you know, and we're like,
Yeah.
you know. But like in Afghanistan and stuff, there's no air shows. Like if they hear that noise, they're not like, oh, it's the fucking Blue Angels here. They're like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Take cover.
Yeah, like if we had jets here, we'd all run outside and be like, yo, is it an air show?
Yeah.
And we could be bombed.
Fortunate Son would somehow be playing.
Yeah.
Like somebody would hook up the Bluetooth.
And just like I feel like everyone's such a pussy here
Yeah.
that we wouldn't be able to fight.
Where would be where would the battles be fought, you know? Because it couldn't be like major cities.
You don't think so? I think that's if a country attacked us, they would go for
They would go for a major
like
city.
New York, Chicago, San
Yeah.
Francisco.
But if like a nuke was like shot at like DC or something, like where are we redirecting that?
like where are we redirecting our efforts?
No, the nuke. Like if we could redirect the nuke.
So we can't destroy it, but we can.
We
Send
can't
it
destroy it,
somewhere
but we
else?
can send it somewhere
We can't send it back
in America. You can't send it back.
So if it's coming for DC, I think you send it. They send it to Baltimore.
All right, Baltimore in the comments. Go off on this.
I mean, how
clown.
far can you send it? You can send it anywhere in America.
In America, anywhere in America.
So a nuke's heading for DC. I think you send it. Why can't you just send it to like a desolate area in America?
Don't ask too much. like where the nuclear bombs we did testing for.
Yeah, New Mexico.
Damn, those people are like fucked.
In New Mexico?
Just the people that were like by the sighting, like where they were blowing it up. Like there's all types of like
Oh, radiation
lawsuits
stuff, right?
about it. Yeah.
It was all Native American people.
Really?
Yeah, because it was like native land, and they like displaced a bunch of people. You know?
God, just when you thought the story wasn't even like it was as horrific as it could be, and it's like nope, we also just nuked
That's
them
the
too.
controversy of that movie Oppenheimer. Because in Oppenheimer, they were like, "Oh, look at this big open land where nobody's at."
And they're like, really? You like you pushed us. It sucks here, and now you're nuking us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we deserve all the shit we get for that.
Do you think? I wonder when the last nuclear test was. Do you know? Do you think we're testing it somewhere?
No, I don't think. I think we know it works by now.
Think so?
I think we know. I think
You don't think we have like new shit? We're like, we gotta make sure.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in a way, was a test. It's just like, does this shit?
Yeah, but that was us flying over and dropping it.
Yeah.
Now we can send it without sending it.
Imagine being that pilot.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just like, I'm holding, like, like this is gonna be crazy. You know,
Yeah.
they should do the movie Flight, but about that guy. You know, the Denzel movie.
Yeah, but is he drunk?
I mean, he's an alcoholic probably after.
Yeah. Well, isn't that like what they dropped that bomb and then they only had enough gas to get to like China? Didn't they like crash land in like China?
The nuke guy? I have no
Yeah.
idea.
I'm pretty sure. I thought that was the thing. Like they left and they were like, you don't have enough gas to come back. So they flew to China.
Imagine they go to China, everybody's like clapping. They're like, yeah, dude, those guys suck.
Well, China was under Japanese occupation.
Yeah, but everybody in China was like, dude, you fucking what? You did
did you
what?
do?
Dude, hell yeah. That guy's getting free everything, dude. Free everything.
But they were under occupation. So they all like crashed and then I thought, I don't know. I mean, I'm making shit up.
Yeah, it could be fake history.
Could be fake history.
Well, that's what the kind of use a kamikaze pilot tactic there.
Do you think if you were there World War II, you're a pilot, and they're like, you're going to drop a bomb. It's going to kill tons of civilians, mostly civilians. Do you think you'd be like, oh, yeah, okay. Do you think any of those guys, those pilots, were like, ah?
I mean, me right now, like, absolutely not. But, like, if you were in that war and you had friends die in the Pacific and, like, you knew how, like, crazy those Japanese soldiers were, you'd be like, this is probably the only answer.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like my grandparents and shit, they had to, like, face, like, Japanese racism. But it's like all those people are dead now.
Oh, yeah. You mean back home?
No, here.
Oh, you mean like, were they in an internment camp?
Yeah. Like my family, we left way before all that shit.
Yeah.
Like we came here in the 1800s.
Dang.
Late 1800s. My great grandfather went to Mexico because they weren't allowing Asian. I think it was like Chinese Exclusion Act. But they were like, he's Chinese, right? Like, it was like literally like I think it was just a broad no Asians.
Yeah.
So he went to Mexico, which is hilarious because he's like working on railroads. Yeah. Like even in Mexico, it's like railroads. They saw the hat. They're like railroads for sure. And like he took a train and just hopped off.
In America?
Mm-hmm. Huntington Beach.
Huh.
He knew like where Asian was. He slept in like fields. He was basically, we have the same origin stories like Mexicans now.
Yeah.
Like just like,
day labor.
Day labor, you sleep in the fields, and then when you get to America, farming. That's all you're doing.
Wait, what did your dad do for work?
My dad was an encyclopedia salesman. That's how him and my mom met.
I just imagine your dad just like Will Smith in that movie. What's that movie? Where he's carrying around those machines and he's
Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah. I'm the little boy. Just
a little boy.
You were sleeping in a Target bathroom.
You're sleeping in a Target bathroom. Yeah. Encyclopedias everywhere. Your bed is encyclopedias.
He stacked a bunk bed, A through Z, just like a nice bed, bro.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. What a crazy job.
Yeah.
I tell people that and they're like, what?
Well, what was his job after that? Like, that was his job when you were a kid?
He was just always a salesman and then like...
Just selling stuff?
Yeah, he was always doing sales. And then like he started doing computer sales, but like he had no grip on technology, I feel like.
He's like, nah.
Yeah. It was really funny because it's like... It was during the economy boom when he first started selling and he was like making money. Like he was making really good money selling encyclopedias with my mom. And it was really funny because they had like all these sales quotas.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know how like they'll like top salesman gets, whatever bonus or whatever.
Yeah.
And they would get like trips. So it's like top sales this week, Tijuana trip.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they would get it, and then they would just go to Tijuana and just do blow and like.
Oh my god!
It was like Wolf of Wall Street, but like they were selling books and shit.
Dang.
Doing quaaludes. My mom told me she did quaaludes. Fuck. Forgot. Nobody listens to this.
Your mom zonked. I'm gonna clip this for your mom.
Yeah. My mom's gonna comment. She comments on every video.
Yeah.
Those were some good times.
Fire emoji.
Yeah. Those were some good times in Tijuana. Yeah, she told me some crazy stories, man.
Dang.
But yeah, like it's really funny because it's like I was born in '95, so by that time the internet was like starting to come, and it was just like, so it's like I never experienced like that wealth at all. They just spent all their money, and then the internet came, and they were just
that business
out of jobs, and we're just. I remember eating at Jack in the Box for my birthday, eating French toast sticks.
Yeah.
And like we went through the drive-thru, like happy birthday, and I got some French toast sticks.
Dang.
And then I was like, this is awesome. And then my mom cried.
Your dad has a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Fuck this, dude. A crazy Pursuit of Happiness story, dude.
He never got up, bro. He never got up, dog. They got into drug use, and it was a wrap.
Dang. That's wild.
That's the book business, baby.
That's the book business. It's a tough market. Encyclopedias.
My dad used to always have bits, like encyclopedia bits too. My dad's a great salesman, very personable.
Like, what was his sales pitch?
I mean, it was door to door. Isn't that crazy?
You just go up, ask a question. He's like, you didn't know that? It's in the book. You fucking idiot. Hey, sir, do you know about
velociraptors?
Yeah.
And that they travel at 40 miles an hour? Well, you could if you buy V. Just V.
Yeah.
No, but like they would drive by and they, those signs that say slow, like children, just like slow down, there's children. You'd be like, oh, we're going to sell a lot of books. There's fucking retards here.
No way.
Yeah. That was a classic bit he would break out.
I wonder if certain letters Did you have to buy the whole pack, or you could sell certain letters?
I think it was like a whole set type of thing.
Yeah, it'd be funny. Just like I just need S.
Yeah, I just need S. It's like, what do you just need S for? I don't know. I got Q and R already. Might as well put the set together, you know?
Dang, dude.
It's a wild job to knock on doors and be like, I got books.
You got books. That's
So crazy.
a lot to carry, I feel like.
Oh, I'm sure it was terrible.
Yeah.
They would sell a lot on army bases. That was like one of their best clients.
It's weird to like soldiers or like the library on the base.
I guess the library on the base.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
yeah, tough sell when you have all those books. You have a warehouse full of books, and it's like the Mac just dropped.
Yeah. Everyone's like,
yeah,
oh my.
that would have been the
God.
worst thing ever.
Steve Jobs is like, you can look up anything, and you're like, fuck.
My dad was just like, dude, when Wikipedia dropped, he was just punching the air. He was just like, dude, fuck this.
he just like never
Yeah.
uses it.
No, he does. He would never
Fuck
use
that.
Wikipedia. He's like, it's not reliable. It's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it is. It's definitely reliable. Oh, you want to hear another bit?
Yeah, let's close it out. Let's do one more bit. We'll call it.
Okay. So this bit is about my dad,
Okay, hell yeah.
and like, cause like my dad wasn't the best dad,
Yeah.
but he
What do
did.
you mean? It sounds like
He sounds awesome,
Sounds
right?
sick.
Yeah. So one thing that my dad did show me though that I keep with me is like music. Like
Yeah.
most of my music taste comes from my dad. So he showed me like all the classic like 70s stuff. But I remember he sat me down and he showed me like Hendrix. He showed me like Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
shit like that. But then he like specifically showed me one song. He's like, this song's great, and it was "Cats in the Cradle" by Harry Chapin. You know the song?
Yeah.
It's like the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a line in it. It's like, when you coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll be together then. And like, I feel like he was like, in a way, like looking back, like, was he preparing me
To abandon
to
you?
abandon me? Like was this like a song? He was like, yo, this song's gonna be relatable in the
He's
future.
playing it over and over again. I hate this song.
Yeah.
Like,
I was literally like, I don't really like this song. He's like, trust me, you will. You will cry to this in the future. But yeah, that it doesn't really get a laugh. I think people that know the song are like, that's funny, but then like,
it is kind of like I feel like that song has been lost. Like, it's not like when people hear it, they know what it is. But when you just talk about it, I think it takes a minute.
yeah, it is a. I guess maybe there's another Deadbeat Dad song. Is there another Deadbeat Dad song?
There's probably a few. There's that Everclear song.
I don't know. Wait, sing it.
I'm trying to remember. It's literally like he's like, he's literally like, "Daddy, where'd you go?" It's like something like that. I gotta remember.
Where are you? That's what it sounded like.
Yeah,
it
it
sounded like
sounded
Blink 182.
Let me look it up. Let's play it real quick because it's so. Funny.
Yeah. Fade out. Play it and fade out.
But your dad didn't abandon you, right?
He didn't abandon me, but he would just
He's like absent father.
yeah, he was, he was an addict, and he like, I lived with my mom, so I would see my dad in the summer, which was really funny.
Yeah.
And like, he didn't have his own place. He lived with my grandma.
Yeah.
And like, it was funny because like my mom told me that he was like addicted to meth, like when I was 23.
Yeah.
And it was almost like everything made sense after that.
Yeah.
And it made me feel like I was just dumb. Like my dad lived with my grandma for like 10 years and like never could hold down a job.
Yeah.
And I was just always like, man, life's just tough for him. It's like I didn't piece it together that it was like he was smoking meth like at all or had any sort of drug habit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's rare for Asians to be addicts too.
Yeah,
Out
you
of
don't
all the
really
races.
you don't really see like Asian addicts or even like Asian homeless.
Yeah, almost never.
In New York, I saw a few, but it was still very rare.
Yeah.
Asians got that shit locked in for the most part.
They got like the stability like locked in.
Yeah. Like they have good work ethic, so they always find something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those clips of like Japanese businessmen in suits just passed out on the street?
No.
I guess in Japan, like, it's probably not the same anymore, but they would like work so hard, they would like work themselves into sleep. Like, there's like you can look it up. There's like pictures of like Japanese businessmen just like passed out on the streets of like Tokyo
Dang.
because they work themselves so hard that they're just like they can't stay awake any longer.
Wow.
That's like as close as a homeless as you get. It's just you just didn't get home.
You just took a nap.
You worked so hard. You
Yeah.
you slept on the street.
You're outside of Panera.
Yeah.
Japanese Panera, whatever
Japanese
that is.
Panera. I bet Japanese Panera is lit.
Oh, it's it's
just
so much
pho
better.
and pho instead of other soup. Well,
Yeah.
Japanese people don't eat pho. I fucked up.
Yeah,
Miso-
ramen.
Miso
You
soup,
went
ramen.
with ramen.
Miso.
Miso.
Yeah.
Miso honey.
Dumb. This was the worst pod ever, dude.
It's your fault. I'm blaming you, dude.
No, dude. I tried to start it off with some good energy, and then you immediately.
Dog, you did not start off with good energy.
I was like, no, we're here with my boy. Just moved out here, and you're like,
Bro,
Yeah.
you yawned 10 seconds in.
I yawn, dude. I
You-
yawn a lot.
You were bored by my presence already. like that's crazy.
You didn't bring any energy.
I brought fine energy.
Yeah. Anyway, this song is called "Father of Mine."
Play it.
I can't play it because it'll probably be it'll
Oh,
be flagged. YouTube will flag.
royalties.
Yeah.
So what are the lyrics?
The lyrics are
Never made it as a wise man.
"Father of Mine" lyrics. The lyrics go, "Father of mine, tell me where have you been? You know I just closed my eyes. My whole world disappeared." And that's it. He's just talking about his dad leaving him.
Damn.
It's a good song.
It's a good song.
It'd be funny if that's what your dad kept playing. Your dad's like, "This is sick. Learn the words."
That's wild, man.
Yeah. Do you want to be a dad?
Yeah. No, I want kids for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want like a lot or like one?
I don't need a lot.
Two maybe?
Max.
Yeah.
Max 2.
Yeah.
Like it was really funny like when Courtney and I first met, she wanted like a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And now she's like, I don't even know if I want kids. And I was like, I feel that. Cuz you just thought you were going to have your life together way more.
I know.
When
I
you were
didn't think
younger.
I didn't think I'd be here when I'm 30.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be in this podcast today with you
Thought I'd be in the stars.
talking about bullshit,
Talking about psychic.
getting insulted for my energy.
Talking about go bust.
Yeah,
dude.
talking about go bust. It's like go puff, but go bust. We deliver bust materials.
We gotta end it better than that.
You gotta end it better than that.
Yeah, let's try to end it good, end it strong.
Okay.
We were going for almost an hour. We got time.
Yeah, we got time.
Let's crush it. Let's crush it hard with one more thing.
I feel like it's been good.
Yeah, it's been fun,
Yeah.
but I feel like we fizzled out a little bit near the end.
I think the middle part was the best.
Yeah, Nuremberg.
Nuremberg,
Yeah.
12 Angry Men Nuremberg is gold.
That is crazy.
Just edit it. Edit it so that's the end. And just cut the
I'll
beginning,
just
dude.
replay it.
Cut the beginning. The beginning,
beginning
is
is-
trash.
The beginning is just naturally fun.
It's not. There's nothing fun about that.
It is. It's just like we're kind of like
You gotta listen back to that.
we're like feeling each other out.
Feeling each other up.
That's our name of our pod.
Oh, feeling
Feeling each other up with Nick and Anthony.
circle jerk.
Circle jerks, not bad.
It's not bad.
Go bust.
Go,
Go Buster, go home.
Go Buster, go home. That's solid.
Go bust. Go home.
But then you're gonna like look it up, and it's gonna be like some other,
Some other guys, like, it's like some gay friendly pod.
yeah, gay friendly, or just like a podcast about fake tits,
Fake tits.
like girls and their fake tits.
Go bust or go home. That's not bad. Do you have any other bits?
They're not as good as the other two.
All right, I'll do a bit. We'll talk about it and then we'll close
All
it
right.
out.
We got to cue it though, because you're cutting all that.
I'm not cutting anything.
Huh?
I'm not gonna cut anything.
You have to cut this shit.
This dead air time.
No, just us talking about like we gotta end strong. Like you gotta cut that.
I might. It's just too much to edit, dude.
I'll help you.
I don't want to edit it.
I'll help
Takes
you.
Too much fucking time.
Dog.
Help me what? You're just gonna sit behind me while I do all the
No,
work?
dog, I'll help you.
No, you're not.
I'll get you water.
All right. I tried to write a joke about mushrooms, and it didn't do. It did okay. I tell some of the stories you know already, but I go like mushrooms are crazy. Like they're such a diverse thing. Like mushrooms in general, like all kinds of mushrooms. Like man, these mushrooms are good in a pizza. These are good in a soup, and then these ones will make you think about your dad dying. You know what I mean? Like mushrooms just fucking.
The strains.
There's so much range.
Yeah.
There's so much range in mushrooms, you know? And I tell a story about how I did mushrooms once and everybody looked big to me. Like everybody looked like a giant. And then I was out at a bar and I saw this black woman and I was like, damn, you look huge. And she was like, what? And I was like, oh, no, no, no. I mean, like, you look, in my head, you look big. And I just kept saying the wrong shit, dude. And she was like, and I was like,
You just mashed it, yeah. Just mashed it.
But I want to write like more funny stuff about mushrooms
Yeah,
because it kind of had like a big impact on me doing mushrooms.
yeah.
Yeah.
The first time we did mushrooms, like I ever did mushrooms, we put it on 7-Eleven pizza, and then we were so excited, and we were like, it's Krusty Krab pizza. Like we just started singing
How
that.
old are you?
We were like 18, and we were like eating mushrooms on 7-Eleven pizza, and then quickly found out it was not working at all. Like it was just fake mushrooms. Like somebody sold us like
it was just like edible.
somebody
mushrooms?
sold us like portobellos. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god!
Because we didn't know like what they looked like or anything.
Yeah.
So then, but it was really funny because one of my friends, like
Pretended?
he placeboed.
Oh,
Like he
thought
totally placeboed.
Whoa.
And he's like, there's a 3-step little thing into the basement.
Yeah.
And he was just standing there and he's like, pretending it was like the Harry Potter stairs where
Yeah.
they like switch, you know?
Yeah.
Like and it was so funny. Like the idea of like placebo, like you get bad things, but like if you placebo your way into like perceiving that you're high, did you really waste that $30?
That's true. That's crazy. It's like when you're a kid and your dad gives you like Martinelli's. Did you ever have that as a kid?
What is
you know,
it?
You know what Martinelli's is? It's like that apple cider that comes in like a champagne looking
Yes, yes. I used to pound
You
that.
pour that and you're like, woo.
Yeah, yeah. You ever like when you were a little kid, like you get Dr. Pepper and you put one ice cube and you like take little sips because you watched like fucking Mad Men or something?
No, I never did that, dude.
No?
No.
That was so sick, dude. I used to get Lunchables and I would like pretend they were
You
sandwiches.
thought it was a cocktail, dude?
I would literally try to be sophisticated, like a sophisticated adult with like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And like I would like take little sips and be like, I would make that face and shit. Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
You start acting different.
So pretend smoking cigarettes. Dude, I used to do that all the time. I wanted to be like an adult, so I would like when I did little kid shit, I would act like an adult, you know?
I would do that with the Martinelli's. I call it kid champagne.
Oh yeah.
Kid champagne.
Dude, I drank that way too old.
Martinelli's?
Yeah, dude. My mom would buy like 2 bottles of Martinelli's when I was like 16, and I would pop it, and I'd be like,
Pop it?
yeah, shake it, shaking just apple juice
Just
everywhere.
juice, dude.
Yeah. I was a big Martinelli's guy.
Yeah, Martinelli's was good, but it made you
How
feel...
satisfying was that pop?
Yeah, you go, and you're like, woo, in
Like,
business, boy.
Where are the bitches? Yeah, literally.
You kid hypnotist.
Yeah, bottle service with Martinelli's. Just busty ladies just with apple cider.
Oh, like a kid strip club.
Yeah, kids strip club. Another pedophile idea.
No, not like kids are stripping, but like kids are allowed and they have like bottles of Martinelli.
They got bottles of Martinelli's, yeah. just watching them dance. Like, I'm not really getting anything out of this, but this Martinelli's slaps.
Kid club.
Oh, did you pour it in a little wine flute when you did it?
Yeah, you get like
You're
a little wine. My
crazy.
dad would do it. He'd pour it in a wine glass for you and be like, whoa, dude.
Damn, hell yeah.
And then you'd like purposely stumble. He'd be like, whoa.
I'm gonna go to yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd play act into it.
Placebo
Yeah,
effect.
placebo. Yeah, like I'm gonna show up to like a wedding and just bring Martinelli's.
And just change the label on it.
Imagine going to like the grocery store and like buying Martinelli's, and then the cashier's like, "What's the special occasion?"
Martinelli's, a box of condoms.
yeah. It's all bachelor party stuff
Yeah.
with Martinelli's.
Dang, just a bunch of guys. Everybody has bottles.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Got the Martys. Martinelli's sponsored the pod.
Marty's, dude. We get the Marty.
We got the Martys.
Edward Marty hands.
Yeah, Edward Marty Ants, Mardi Gras. Show up to New Orleans.
Mardi Gras. Girls are showing their titties. You're like pounding Martinelli's.
You always hear about like alcoholics like doing non-alcoholic beers to feel like the psychological thing, but like
Yeah.
nobody's ever hitting Marty's.
No.
That would be me.
Yeah.
If I had a drinking problem, I'd be like champagne every day, bro. But it's just
Yeah.
like I'm making Marty
Just so much sugar.
making Marty mimosas,
You just get diabetes. So much sugar there.
just pretending to be fucked up.
Yeah.
Just being an alcoholic and then like pretending to be fucked up, placeboing on Marty's.
Placebo, being a placebo drunk, dude.
And you're because of it's like champagne, like you're just being a bitch drunk. You're like, you never fucking liked me, you know?
The most annoying friend ever.
Drinking virgin mimosas.
Yeah. I've had that. My dad just pour orange juice into my
Dude, your dad was fake getting you drunk.
My dad
dude.
would make virgin margaritas all the time.
Oh.
You know, he'd put the mix, and it's just a lot of sugar, really.
Yeah.
Put the mix in a bunch of ice, and then put like salt, and you'd be like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Do you ever mix up drinks on accident? He's like, "Oh fuck."
My dad's like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
I'm like fucked up.
That's just funny, like your dad like making you a cocktail. It's like, I can't wait till my son's not a pussy.
Making a 7-year-old a cocktail is
Yeah.
funny.
When was the first time you drank with your dad?
Probably when I was like 21.
Oh, so he waited that long?
Yeah, he would he would let me have like a beer, I guess. But he'd be like, "Hey, you can have one," you know, at his house or something. But that was about it. Never really gave me booze. I think he was just like, he was scared I would like go crazy or something. Like if I got into it, I started drinking more.
Mm.
So I never really drank.
What was the first time you drank?
Probably at like a party when I was like probably like 16 or 17. And I probably had like half a beer, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really get fucked up till I was like 21, to be honest.
I was scared to drink because like my family has like alcoholism.
Yeah.
So like I smoked weed when I was young, but I remember the first time I drank, I went hard, like
Yeah.
immediately hard. Like my friend, like I'm from like Garden Grove, California, which is like a very like, it's kind of like California white trash.
Yeah.
But it's all Latinos and Asians, and we just drank 40s in the park, like at the
Crazy.
public park.
Oh,
Just
man.
smashing OE, bro. Like literally starting at 40s is so wild looking
Yeah.
back.
That is pretty wild.
And it would just be like slamming 240s at the park and just being like, whoa, this is awesome. I get why people are alcoholics.
I think I was scared to drink because I heard like you can either be like a happy drunk or of like a mean violent. And I was like, I don't want to be drunk and then be violent.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of thing.
So I didn't drink for a while because I didn't know. Like I didn't know like what my limit was, and I was scared.
Yeah.
Then when I drank, I was just like, oh, I'm retarded when I'm drunk.
Yeah. That's the best way to be.
That is better than being like,
As long as you're not like so stupid you can't function.
right. But I think it's better than being like aggressive.
My friend Neil is like that.
Aggressive?
No, he used to be. He can drink now, but like when we were young,
Yeah.
he would just get drunk way too fast.
Yeah.
Like he would slam a bottle. Like he would just like chug out of the bottle.
Yeah.
And then within 30 minutes, like we're supposed to have like a long
Hang out.
hangout or party or whatever. 30 minutes, he's already shit faced.
Dang.
I remember one time we drank, and like we used to go to like our school at night, and like because the field was like open, we
Yeah.
would like throw the football or we would like play soccer or whatever. And before we went, we ate rainbow Twizzlers.
Yeah.
You know how they're like all different colors and
Yeah.
different flavors. And we ate those, bro, and we were hammered just at the thing, and he just puked like rainbow vomit on the 50-yard line, like right on our logo, and we just bounced, and we carried him into my house.
Dang.
Like we had to carry him back into my house, and like we carried him head, he just hit the doorway.
Oh my
Like,
God.
and we're like, oh, whatever, he's not gonna fucking remember that.
Yeah.
It's like an etch a sketch, you know.
Dang. Sloppy drunk is bad.
It was so crazy, like, because it was like my mom was that mom that was just
Yeah.
like, just do whatever you want here,
Yeah.
so you don't do it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Which is like when you're a kid is cool, and then like when you grow up, you realize, oh, it was like, it's
Yeah.
not the best house. It's not great.
Have you been like really fucked up drunk where you wake up and you regret something?
I don't know, man. I just don't. I have a pretty good tolerance, and I think like being out of control kind of scares me like that.
Yeah.
The only thing that I like psychedelics is like, even when I take psychedelics, it's like not a lot,
Yeah.
because I don't like the idea of like being completely out of it.
Yeah.
So like if I was drunk, I think like when I was young, just being like saying something out of pocket, but I would do that sober, you know.
Mhm.
Like I'm an idiot already.
Yeah.
So like drinking it didn't really do that to me. But what about you?
I've had I think 2 or 3 events where I was like so drunk it was like a problem. Like one day in Hawaii, when I was finally living on my own, I went out to a nightclub with a friend, and he parties all the time, and it was like my first time like partying, and he was like, he got bottle service. So we're at a table and he's just pouring me drinks, dude. I'm just pounding him. So I'm like, I'm cool, I can hang. And then I think I threw up on the floor in this nightclub. And then they escorted me out. My friend didn't know that they kicked me out. So I'm in like downtown Waikiki by myself, hammered out of my mind. And I'm like, I was in the Coast Guard, so I was like, I gotta go back to the boat. I gotta get back to the boat. So I'm just walking and I see all these boats. And I think I'm on base, but it's like a marina.
You're just on some guy's boat.
I'm just like walking around this marina, and this security guard comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, you all right?" And I'm like, "I gotta get back on the boat, man."
You're just singing Kokomo. You're like, "Get there fast," and then we.
And I was like, "I'm in the Coast Guard. I gotta get back to the boat." He's like, "There's no Coast Guard here, dude."
Yeah, damn.
And then he puts me in an Uber, and then I'm driving, or not an Uber. He puts me in a cab.
Nice
and
guy.
We're driving. And the cab driver is like, sees I'm fucked up, and he's like, "Hey, you got money, right?" And I go, "I don't got any money." He's like, "Oh," it was a big Hawaiian guy. He was like, "Oh, no, 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 no." He pulls over to an ATM. He throws me out. He takes my wallet. He makes me like enter my shit, and he pulls out like $40 for the cab.
Damn.
Luckily, he didn't like rob. He could have robbed.
Yeah, he could have robbed the shit out of you.
Then he throws me back in the cab. We go to the base, and he drops me outside of the base.
Oh
dude.
my god.
And I was like fucking hammered. And then the next morning I wake up in my bed and there's throw up all over my shoes.
Holy shit.
And I was like, God, I can't do this anymore. And I did it like 2 more times after that.
Damn.
But I would get sloppy drunk like that.
In Hawaii is pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
Like you have no like knowledge of anything.
No.
You were just completely. What about your friends? When they just let you go?
Yeah, they were partying. I was just with one guy.
As soon as you left, they were like, "Fuck yeah!" The vibe just went up.
Well, they were all trying to smash, so they didn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're at a nightclub.
that's true.
Yeah. I used to be a nightclub boy for a while.
Bad thing for an Indian guy to be.
I used to go out,
dude.
shirt buttoned wide open.
Too horny for
Slamming
that.
drink.
Yeah,
Too
too
horny.
horny for that.
I was like, damn, I wish I had invisibility and the power to stop time.
I want to stop time right now.
No.
Rhythm, and you're like, just stop time.
One time I got drunk, or I told this story. My buddy got drunk, and we're in Bahrain, and we had a curfew there for military. You had to be inside your apartment by midnight. And there was this, I don't know if I've ever told you this story. There was like this club that was like Arabic only. So like all the other clubs around town were like military people would go and like Westerners, but we found like an Arabic only nightclub. And me and my buddy went there one day and we're like, "Can we go in?" And they're like, "Nah, it's like Arabic only, like locals only." So we're like, "All right." So then one day I was like, "I bet I can get us in if I talk with an Indian accent." So we go to this club, me and my friend, and then I go, "We want to get in the club." And they're like, "All right, sure." And they let us into this club, and he was hammered. I was like having fun. I was like dancing. I was trying to like meet people. And they're just playing like Arab, like dance music. And my friend was like, "Bro, we gotta go. It's past curfew." And so what they do is like the military will send guards out in town to go to all the popular clubs. And if they catch you out, you basically get arrested because you're violating military law. You stayed out past curfew. So it's like a big deal if you get caught.
Yeah.
It fucks up your career.
Yeah.
So my buddy was hammered, and we're outside of this club, this Arab club. And he's like, I'm like calling an Uber, and he's just like, "I'm going to throw up." And he's like throwing up in this nice like hotel.
Oh.
And I'm like, "Fuck, dude, you're fucking ruining this for me." And people are like walking up to us, and they're like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "He's fine." And I'm like calling an Uber. And then we like, luckily an Uber came, and I was like, "All right, you got to drive us to his house." Like, cause they put us in like houses. We got to drive to his house. And I was like, I told the Uber guy, I was like, "You got to pull up to the door as close as you can. Cause if anybody sees us get out of the Uber, they will like call us in. Or whatever." So luckily we get in, I get him in, and I'm like, he's big. He's a big guy. And I'm like carrying him, dude. And I'm carrying him to his bed. And then the funniest thing is like I'm carrying him to his bed, and then he stumbles, and I basically, because I'm holding him, he falls, and all his weight, and I just ram his head into the frame of his bed. I'm just like, oh, and he goes, oh! And I'm like, shut up.
You Steven Seagal just like transferred the weight.
Yeah.
You Tai Chi'd him.
I tried to save him, but it was like, it's so heavy. He just like head dove into
Oh my god.
bed frame.
Did it fuck up? Like, did it cut his head or anything?
No, but he got
No.
like a little bump on it, I think.
Yeah.
And then I had to go home, and I rode my bike. But the good thing is, like in Bahrain, all the locals look Indian. So I just like fucking unbuttoned my shirt and looked hella fobbish. And I just rode my bike home. That was the cool thing about Bahrain, is I could stay out past curfew, which
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you just had to put on the accent.
If like anybody stopped me, I'd be like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, I'm not military.
Yeah.
Not. Just a guy on a bike.
Yeah, but I always.
I thought when you said that story and like you were like you had to pretend to like Indian accent to get in, and then they didn't care, and then like I thought your friend was like gonna be like hitting on girls and be like, I'm gonna try the Indian accent.
Well, I taught him because it's weird. Like in Bahrain, a lot of the immigrants there are South Indians, so all the Uber drivers are South Indian. So I taught my white friend a couple like words. So he'd hop in an Uber and he'd say something, and they'd be like, "What?" Turn around because it's a white guy speaking Malayalam. It was crazy.
It's like those white guys that like know Chinese and stuff.
And yeah,
But then he had no follow up.
No, right.
Yeah, nothing after.
yeah.
What words?
I just told him. I asked him to be like. I told him how to say like, "Oh, you speak Malayalam," in Malayalam. So they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
He starts speaking back. You're like, no. It's just a bit.
That's
Just a
enough,
bit. Just a bit.
enough.
Shut up.
It's
Shut
just a
up.
bit.
Drive.
Drive. Worst drivers. Crazy.
Indians?
Yeah, those Uber drivers out there.
Yeah.
They'd be like driving. There'd be like a road, and there'd be like a dirt lot, and they would just drive through the lot to cut across. They'd
Hell
be
yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, good time.
My friend said Vietnam was like that when he went.
I want to go to Vietnam so bad.
He said the driving there is insane.
I bet.
And like where I'm from, it's like a lot of Vietnamese people. It's like an area called Little Saigon in
Yeah.
Garden Grove. And like my that's where I learned how to drive. My
Really?
dad taught me to drive in Little Saigon basically.
Dang.
And like cuz my mom was too nervous
Yeah.
to drive. Like we'd be in a parking lot, no gas. And she'd be like, "Oh my god." And I'd just like be turning and she's like, "Your dad has to teach you how to drive."
Yeah.
So I flew out to California and he was just like, "All right." He just gave me the keys.
Yeah.
Like I'd never driven like on a road.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Go ahead and drive." And then I'm driving and we're like on Magnolia Street and like it's just hectic. Like it's like California, it's like more lanes than
Yeah.
I'm used to than Maryland.
Yeah.
So I'm just driving and he's like, "Yeah, this place sucks to like he's telling me, he's like, it's just like fobs.
Worst place to drive.
Like they're fresh from Vietnam."
yeah.
So it's like it's the worst combination of like fobs
in big street.
from a country that has like no rules, like driving really, or lax rules.
yeah.
And then not only that, but then the second generation Asians, all Tokyo Drift guys. So it's just like the most cautious drivers mixed with like people that
The
saw,
Rice Rocket.
yeah, just people driving like low fucking Honda Preludes, just zooming, bro.
Dang.
And it was just like it was the weirdest fucking driving experience. And he was like, "All right, teaching me to parallel park." And he was like like when you parallel park, you forget like it's just opposites. So like the wheel cutting right, cutting left.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, I want you to drive down the street backwards." He made me drive down like a neighborhood street backwards so I could figure out like
Holy
that's right, that's
shit.
left, that's right, that's left.
You ever yell at you?
No, my dad's like me. No, not
No?
almost no anger.
Dude, my dad driving with my dad is the worst.
Really?
He'd be driving, he'd be like, stop. Stop.
Oh yeah, I hate that
Fuck.
shit.
And then you're anxious as hell.
Yeah, that shit's the worst.
Yeah.
Because my mom was like super nervous
Yeah.
when I drive. She's kind of a backseat driver a little bit.
I had to teach Nor how to drive here. She knows how to drive, like in Bahrain, but I was like,
It's different.
it's different.
It's very different.
So scary. Dude,
It's different like state to state. It's different.
Dude, I took her to, I think I've told you this. She was taking her license test in New York. And like you drop her off at some place, the DMV person gets in the car. And they're like, okay, we're going to start. pull out here. She did everything good. She like seatbelt, checked her mirrors, put her signal, pulled out, and then as 10 seconds into this driving test, I'm watching her because she's still where I'm at. She pulls out, blows through a stop sign.
Oh my god!
I see them blow through, and then the car pulls over, and I'm like, "Oh,
Test over.
damn it!"
You failed.
Immediately, I took off work to take her to this test. The test was like an hour away because in New York you have to go where there's openings, and sometimes it's like far away. I was like,
Were you like kind of like upstate, or were you were in the city?
we were in the city, but we were somewhere
Brooklyn?
deep in Queens.
Oh,
for her
Queens.
test.
Oh, easier to drive there though than
Yeah, and she
blew through a stop sign.
as soon as she pulled out, I was like, "Oh my god, no!"
I just picture her like checking all the mirrors, like being very meticulous in the beginning, and then just like just.
I was
absolutely
hoping
going
I was like,
through it.
maybe they just started. Maybe they'll give her a break. And I was
No,
like, "Nah,
you can't. You can't.
failed."
You can't. You can't
Ugh,
do that.
it broke my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bays can't drive.
Yeah.
Women drivers are rough.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's like when you're too passive or too aggressive. That's like the worst.
Yeah.
But like most of the drivers I know that are good, I would say good drivers, are on the aggressive side.
Yeah, me too. They're like they'll take risks. They'll like, yeah.
Yeah, well, they just know.
Passive
they
sucks because
just
passive
know.
you're like, should I go? Ugh.
Yeah, it's the stop and start that's like the most dangerous because
Yeah.
like, people behind you are like not paying attention.
Yeah, you get fucked.
Yeah,
You got to be aggressive. Or more on that aside.
it's also just like Courtney, if she didn't have a phone, would not be able to go anywhere.
Yeah, she wouldn't know how to go anywhere.
Like it's just like she doesn't read signs. Like she does not read signs.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me. Like she won't even read like exit in 2 miles. Like she doesn't even read that.
She's just following like
She's just
the arrows.
Yeah. I'm like, how do you not do that?
Yeah.
But she's just like, just locked into whatever.
It's scary.
So she's so dependent on that.
Yeah, if Nora's phone died and she's out somewhere,
It's over.
she lives
No
there.
sense of
She
direction.
lives there now.
No sense of direction.
Yeah.
It's funny because like before GPS and stuff, I don't know how they did. Like I have no idea how people like got around. Like my dad, he used to like, if he needed directions, he would get out of his car and go to somebody's house and knock on the door.
Really?
Yeah, he was that type of guy.
I think that was kind of common though. I feel like I've heard that.
Well, he's also door-to-door sales, so it's like it's
Felt
not
comfortable,
Yeah,
yeah.
he felt too comfortable, probably.
Yeah, I remember driving with my dad. We always had maps in the car.
Yeah,
We had a lot of maps. You would just look shit up.
that's so wild.
And then MapQuest. When MapQuest was like, everyone was like, "Oh, I'm never getting lost." 'Cause you
Yeah.
print out directions.
Oh, that's when my mom would get mad at me because I'd have to like read.
Oh, and you're like,
I'm like
fuck
12, and I'm like, it says like 3 miles if you take exit. Like I didn't know like the difference between like exits and like route numbers.
it. Yeah.
It's like you take 50, and it's like that's the name of the highway. But she's like, "What exit?" And I'm like, "I don't know." It was just so. It was just Yeah, my mom had like, what was it called, a Tom?
Oh, yeah, Tom.
I think it's just called like Tomboy, maybe, I don't know.
Tom something. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're
but-
talking about.
She had one of those, and I was like, thank.
Oh, I remember
God.
those were cool.
I was like, thank God I don't have to like read paper directions. 'Cause it was
Yeah.
just so nerve wracking.
yeah. Or print it. You had to print them out.
You had to print them out, and then like you didn't know how many miles between things were. You just had to kind of guess.
You had to pay so much attention.
Yeah, you had to pay so much more attention driving. Now you can literally like be on your phone and like
Yeah.
watching YouTube while driving. Back then you had to like meticulous, like missing an exit or anything.
Yeah. Damn.
It was almost easier to drive really far than it was to drive.
Yeah, because you're on a
short.
straight shot for
Yeah.
most of it. You only
Yeah.
had to pay attention when you got off the highway.
Yeah, like driving here, I was on like certain highways for like 300 miles.
Yeah.
So that would be fine, but like just driving like from Austin to, Pflugerville, it
Yeah.
would have been like a nightmare.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to find like somebody's house, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh no.
We should, it'd be a fun pod, like in the car pod, would be like just trying to drive somewhere only using a map.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be cool. Just mic'd up.
It's a future bonus episode for us.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. What would we call it? Map Quest. Big Quest.
Map queers.
Map Queers is good. Whatever. Geo Jizz. All right. Geo Jizzer.
Geo Jizzer. Stupid as hell.
A GeoGuessr, but it like
Lewis and Cuck.
Lewis and Cuck is fire. Fappajuia.
Pappaly.
I hope it's recording. Just for Lewis and Cuck.
Christopher Cucumbus.
Christopher Columbus
Columbus.
sailed the ocean blue balls. Trying to find the new world.
All right, I think that's a good spot.
That's a gold.
We'll do that episode one day. Pull that back in for a second. Thanks for doing the pod, dude.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me.
This is fun. We'll do it again since you're in town more, and we're gonna start our pod soon.
Yes. Be on the lookout.
Still thinking of names for that. It'll be fun.
Lewis and Cuck.
Lewis and Cuck. Christopher Columbus. Oh yeah. Anyways, we're out.
Yep. Peace.